Hello all, welcome to the special video Double Dhamaka. So I'm calling this as a Double Dhamaka because I have come in front of you with two different puzzles here. So this puzzles not only is for time pass but also for those who are preparing for competitive exams. So these kind of puzzles will be very much useful. So here we go. Let's go into the world of puzzles and enjoy. So let us look into the first problem here. So what it says is, in a certain coding language, watch is coded as WAWTCH, fighter is coded as FIEFGHTR, and coding is coded as COICDNG. Then how will logical be coded as? So if you see such kind of puzzles, now I'll tell the steps how you can solve this. So I have written down what all things given. So these are the original data that is given to us, and this is the coded data. So now we have to find out what is the relation between the original data and coded data. So whenever you see such problems, what you have to do is first you have to find out the formula, that how the coded word is derived from the original word. Then you have to use that formula to substitute the unknown thing for which the coded word has to be found out. So you have to just do the substitution. So these are the two simple steps involved. So now how to start? Just note down the number of characters that are involved in the original and coded. That should be your first observation. So if you see here, this contains 5 characters and this contains 6. Similarly, this contains 7 characters and this contains 8. This contains 6 characters again and this contains 7. So if you see the pattern here, what you observe is the coded word will have one additional character compared to the original word. And by looking into the coded word, you can always say that the first character is getting repeated. So if you have some confusion, then you can write out the character order in which they are occurring in the coded. Suppose WATCH. In this, W is in the first position. So you will write down that 1. Then A is in the second position. You write down A. Then again we have W. What is W? W was in the first position. You write 1. Next you have TCH. TCH are the 3, 4, 5 of that word. So if you decode that, you will get 1, 2, 1, 3, 4, 5. So this was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and if you decode it, you will get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Similarly, this will be decoded as 1, 2, 6, 1, 3, 4, 5, 7. So this had 7 characters and it was decoded into this one. And this has 6 characters and that will be decoded as, yes, 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 5, 6. So if you observe the pattern, everywhere you see that the first character is getting repeated. So here you have 1, again you have 1, again you have 1. Similarly, if you assume this should contain 8 characters, then it should start with L, O, and somewhere it should have L again. But we don't know if any characters, maybe 1 or 2 characters might be present in between, and the remaining characters will be present afterwards. So one more thing which you observe is how to add that characters between the first and the one more repetition. So if you observe here none of the characters were added between those, and here one extra character, that is a sixth character, was added. And what is that sixth character? It is E. And so what you can say by looking into this pattern, see, if you closely observe, what it's having is, you will write the first character, then you will list down the vowels present in the character original word, and then you will write repeat the first character again, and then you will write the remaining number of consonants. So the formula is, it begins with the first character, then you have the vowels. So vowels are in the same order as they occur in the word, not according to the alphabetical order, but as they occur in the word, that is the original word. And then Again, we have the first character. Finally, the remaining characters that we call as consonants. So now we have the formula ready. And now what you gonna do is just substitute the values. So what you'll get, the first character is L. Then you have to list down the vowels. Here the first vowel is O, next vowel is I, next vowel is A. And again you have to repeat the first character, that is L. And now list down the remaining characters, that is G, C and L. So here you have the answer is ready for this puzzle. The answer is LOIALGCL. So let's move on to the next puzzle. So here is, as it says, it's very interesting. This is one of my favorite puzzles. So what it says, if okay, you can read this on your own. I won't repeat the question again. You can pause the video and look the question carefully and try to solve it on your own. If not, I'm going to explain you how to solve this. So the same thing I have copied into the Excel. Same question is being copied. So this is the original word and this is the coded word. I'll write it down. This is the original. This is the coded. So now, as I said previously, first we need to identify the formula. Then we have to substitute the values such that you get the answer for the one more original word. So if you see here, so at first glance, this puzzle looks to be simple because if you see four digits, so what all operation you can do with the four digits? Either addition or multiplication. Because usually when multiple characters are involved, they won't use the logic such that multiple operations like addition, subtraction, multiple division, all four are involved. Usually it will be either addition of these four or it will be multiplication of four. So if you look closely, so these represent a single characters, alphabetical characters. And now what you can do is you can try the trial and error method such that you get into this coded word. So when you have four ones, what you can think of is adding the four ones. What you get? You get 4. So now what is 4? 4 is FOUR and you have R here. So it looks to be simple that you have to add those numbers and you get a number, convert it to alphabet, and the last letter what you get is the coded word. So what we need to check, we have to check that if it applies same for all the characters. So now I have 2 into 4, 4 times, that is 8. So that is EIGHT and T. Last character is T. Similarly, we have 3 into 4, 12. It is 12 and the last character is E. This is also matching. So if three are matching, suddenly you should not jump to the finding the solution. It will be dangerous. I'll show you why. So now you have 4 fours, that is 16. So it is 16 and last character is N. This is also matching. Now we have 5 4, that is 5 fours are 20. So what does it say? It's the last character is Y, but as per question you have to cross check the question. Now as per question it is O, and they have particularly mentioned it's not a 0, it's a O, but you are getting Y here. So you might think that, oh, the question might be wrong, but in this case what happens is the creator of the puzzle might not think in the same way as you have thought. So now what you have to do, you have to think in the same direction as what the creator of this puzzle has thought. So he might be thinking of some other logic. So let's say he's thinking of the multiplication. So 1 into 1 into 1 into 1 is 1. So is these any of this character have relation with R? No, not possible. So that is ruled out. But something to do with these are matching except the last. So what you can do? So next thing what you can think is, if you see here, these are the single characters, but these are the two-digit characters. So what the creator might be thinking is converting everything into single digit character. That is also possible. So first two logic will remain same. Next we have 12. What is 12? Similarly, how you have added these numbers, in the same way you have to add this. So 1 plus 2 is 3 and last character is 3. It is matching. Similarly, 1 plus 6 is 7 and the last character is N. So what is 20? 20 is 2 plus 0, that is 2. And now the O is matching with O. So now the problem is simple. It means first the formula is add all the characters, then continue to add until you get a single digit. You should not just add the character but continue to add until you get the a single digit or single numerical. Now convert that the word or alphabetical format and note the last character. So this is your formula. Now what we'll do, we'll apply the same formula for this original word. So we have 7777. So 7 fours are is 28. 28, 2 plus 8 we have to add. 8 plus 2 is 10. Is the problem over? No, not yet, because still it's a two-digit character. So again you have to add. 1 plus 0 is 1. So 1 is O-N-E, and what you get is E. The answer for this puzzle is E. So in this puzzle, what you have learned is not only you should think in one direction, but you should think out of the box, means multiple directions, like how the answer for the puzzle can be. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you like this video, then please comment it, and you can also mail to me some interesting puzzles like this. So my email ID I have been mentioning in my from my first video. I'll write it down. So it's agbh8094 at gmail.com. You can drop the puzzles. If you have some interesting puzzles like this, you can drop to this email. I will be allowed to solve that, and wishing you the good luck. So it's time to end this video, but I'll be back with more interesting videos. Thank you.